Hello, this is Blue Leader, and we're here in Morrow, Georgia, where they have 24 superchargers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Here are my initial impressions of the superchargers here in Morrow. Initial thoughts: you're on the outskirts of the shopping center, so you may want to drive around until you see it, and be careful because there's construction here. And let me just skip right to initial concerns. There's construction around the supercharger. They're not completely done with it, so I'm going to presume that there are more superchargers in the works. Those are my fingers crossed and wishful thinking. Initial feelings: if you're here to go to an indoor mall, you're by the Southlake Mall, so you're going to get your immediate food, beverage, restroom needs met over there at the mall. But anyways, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Please keep doing the like thing and the subscribe thing if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you know anyone that wants to hang with us, make sure you share the content over with them. Thank you so much, and hang tight for the guest review.
Well, I do go to the supercharger, but most of the time I charge it at home. I was coming back, I went to the farmer's market and I was low, so I figured, well, I'll charge it here. And seeing it on grandfathered in, it doesn't cost me anything.
Oh, grandfathered in. Are you in the unlimited supercharging club?
Yes.
A lot of people aren't. Can you tell the Tesla family out there what it's like to be part of unlimited supercharging?
It's great because you don't have to pay for anything, but generally speaking, the chargers are really for people that are traveling to me. And I noticed that a lot of people that live in apartments are at these superchargers because there isn't a supercharger at their apartment. I can go home, go in my garage, plug my car in, I don't have to worry about anything. But somebody that lives in an apartment has to come here, you know?
Indeed. Now, what can a person do while they're supercharging at this supercharger?
Well, this one, not too much.
Well, it looks like they've got them all.
Most of them, yeah, but well, whatever it is.
All right. Now, if there was no supercharger here in this parking lot, would you still come back to this parking lot?
Probably not.
How come?
I don't know. There's nothing here that interests me, you know.
I'm going to say some numbers, and you tell me what you think those numbers mean. What does 0101 mean?
The first of the year.
First of the year. Okay, good. We're on a roll. What does 1225 mean?
Christmas.
Christmas, indeed. Now, what about these numbers? 87, 89, and 91.
Well, you got me stumped.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. 87, 89, and 91 are things people put in their cars.
Oh, gas grades.
Gas grades, right. So, Bill, what's the cost of gasoline nowadays?
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to it. I know it's like $3.
How often do you use your Tesla?
Mostly every day.
Mostly every day. So I'm guessing you might be saving at least maybe $1,000 on the short side to $3,000 a year.
Well, I know it's a lot. It's a big difference because the price is 3 or 4 times as much.
So what have you been doing with all those thousands of dollars you've been saving?
Traveling.
Where do you travel to?
Europe. California, Hawaii.
Excellent.
Australia.
When you're in my neck of the woods in California, look me up. We'll drive around in our Tesla. What was the furthest road trip you've taken in your Tesla Model S?
Been to Florida. I've been to Alabama. I've been to South Carolina. I've been to Tennessee.
Which is the furthest from here?
In Florida, because I went 7 or 8 or 9 hours. I've gone to Orlando and further south.
So I'm wondering, Bill, before we take off, do you have any final words of wisdom for us?
Buy Tesla.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you later, okay?
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
If your Tesla Model S had a refrigerator, what would be the first thing you put in it?
Food.
What kind? Anything special?
Steaks.
Wow.